Hello, my name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Mubarak Karim to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And also a happy new month to all of you from Tap Tap Send in the whole Riase. As you already know, Tap Tap Send remains to be your number one, numero uno money transfer app you can ever find in the whole world. All you have to do is to go onto Google Play Store or App Store and download Tap Tap Send. The name is what? Tap Tap Send. Now, the testimonies from people is overwhelming. Everybody is giving the good testimony about Tap Tap Send because I've used it before and I understand how reliable, secure, and fast the app is. You, if you like, put it to a test and you will see. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Tap Send now. Keep on sending the money to the loved ones and your family and let them appreciate you more. Remember the name. It's Tap Tap Send. Hey!
Tap Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level check it, check it, check it, check it. Check it, check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Elevate GH in partnership with Sammy Flex TV Production comes your way with a great opportunity for new and up-and-coming artists as well as already established independent artists, record labels or talent managers. Packages include quality music video shoots and music promotion. We give you clean shots, better video quality and the opportunity to promote you and your work across the globe. For more details and enquiries, call 0553 049 693 or 050 4323 640. Elevate GH and Sammy Flex TV Production. Everything for the culture.
Hello, my name is Bismarck Ejapon. I'm a personal trainer here at Wembley Leisure Center. I am here to help you to achieve your health and fitness goals and also to transform your physique. I'm in the gym almost every single day. If I'm not here, you can come through to the casual area where you find my iPad stand and you can get in contact with me by filling in your details. If not, speak to a member of Better Gym staff and they'll be able to get in contact with myself.
We do this for God and country anytime we get the opportunity. And once again, we are seated in the name of the Most High God to do this with our brothers in the fraternity. We are about to tell you what is going on in our showbiz space. Because on this platform, we give you everything that you need, even before we proceed into other things. So I welcome you warmly. Let me say thanks to you and yours for always joining us here on Sammy Flex TV Showbiz Daily with Nana Reagan, with Abbas Muiz, with Roland Amate. This is the 3-man squad for today. And I believe we are about to do what the Lord wants us to do. Let me also say thanks to Digital Rasta, call him Currency, who is on camera, and to Richie Flex, who is the editor director of the show. And to you out there, thanks for spending time with us on the show. One thing we want to do is to read your comments as much as the topics are rolling. as we discuss them, you can also share your opinion with us here on the show. So feel free, drop them to us and let's have a conversation. And you know how we do it, like always. Share the link with your people and also tell someone that Sammy Flex and his people, they are seated doing the work of God. Meanwhile, I'm also saying thank you to Tap Send. They are still here with us on Sammy Flex TV, making sure that you can send money to your friends, your colleagues, to your family here in Ghana with no stress, just by getting the app on your phone. If you get the app on your phone, then it means job is done. Put in your details. Remember to use the promo code SammyFlex. If you're a first-time user, and use the promo code SammyFlex, they are blessing you with some $10, €5 and £5 based on your location. Get an app on your phone now, be it Android or iOS. You can still access the Tap Send app. I believe you are going to do it today, and you are going to use the promo code SammyFlex. After that, we move on to business. I hear Jedible Ambole has apologized to Ochame Kwame, and I would want us to do that first. There is something our industry should be learning, in that anytime there is an issue, some people resort to the courts to look for possible solutions for them. Others also think that they will just come on social media, maybe some TikTok and fire you until you come to apologize. And Ochame Kwame decided to use the first option, that is to go to the law court when Jedible Ambole alleged that Ochame Kwame took some money when they were doing the Midland Savings money for Musiga. Ochame Kwame took some money in the name of helping musicians, and instead of paying the money, he did not pay. That was the allegation. I think some 5 years or so ago, this issue came up. And as it stands now, Ochame Kwame was not happy when Jedible Ambole said that on radio, decided to call for an apology and retraction from the veteran musician. But unfortunately, the veteran said, nah, he was never going to apologize to Ochame Kwame until he's found out that indeed Ochame Kwame did nothing wrong. So the case was proceeded to court. And as I speak, now Jedible Ambole, out of court proceedings and hearings, has realized that, nah, I'm not at the right place. He's come back to apologize now. Now, what did he say? Richie, you can project what Jedible Ambole said, and let's read it so we can have a conversation. Let's start from top. He says, Kwame, so in response to Kwame Ntia Apple versus Jedible Ambole, suit number GJ 0792-2020. In the course of an interview on 3FM, on the 22nd of February 2020, concerning the use of some funds donated by the government of Ghana to Musicians Association of Ghana, Musiga, I was mistaken concerning some of the details of the matter, particularly with respect to my colleague, musician and Musiga member, Kwame Nsiapo, also known as Ochame Kwame, and I wish to correct and clarify those facts as follows. Obuo did not give Ochame Kwame a personal loan from Musiga funds. To support artists and enable them access loans, Musiga entered an arrangement with Midland Bank and provided security collateral for the arrangement. Ochame Kwame only took advantage of the initiative and applied for a loan from Midland Bank, which he was given. He has informed me that he has since paid the bank in full. And it continues that to the extent that my earlier statement may have affected the reputation of Ochame Kwame, I apologize and state that the errors in my statement were not made maliciously. And this was signed by Jedible Ambole, aka the Semiguado Band owner, or the Semiguado Band gentleman, president, and so on. So that is it. I'm asking that, should that be the process in our space now when people start misbehaving? Should we use the law court process? Because some people even think that the law court process is too long. Therefore, we can use other means, including giving them bad press and all that. But with this, it went to the law courts, back and forth, since 2020 till now. Today, the man has apologized. Will this kill every error that was created? Will this kill every harm, every dent of image that was created or this is enough? Abbas, let me start this with you.
Yeah, Brasami. Greetings to everybody in the studio and all those watching us. Brasami, this is one of the way forward.
Okay.
Most of us in the era of social media have tend to spread falsehood or be quick, even if it's true, be quick to speak about other people's problem rather than looking at it holistically about how we all can solve the problem entirely.
How we all can look for
solution. So, but they always, when they are in the heat of the moment, they want to pinpoint some people and all the stuff. I'm one of those who followed this thing. I can't say very well because others are major in it. But I know that it was throughout the heat of the musical election and positioning, and also want to serve. Both parties want to serve and all those stuff, and trying to point fingers at people and also at administration that has not delivered to the people's taste and all those stuff that's brought us to this level. But one of the things I draw or I'm learning out of it is that Ochemi Kwame is forgiven. Maybe there are other actions that the court has taken, but I think this call for more of a resolution, kind of more of you come and say sorry, not regarding. But I'm not sure he posted this on mainstream Facebook, mainstream Instagram. He probably posted it on a backdoor platform, which most of the people are not even aware of, either through email, LinkedIn, or some other platform.
I'm sure they knew this one was coming online.
Yes.
Yeah, if you look at the structure of the
No, it is
test.
LinkedIn. Ambule is more active on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn,
Yes.
okay.
Good. So Ambule, if he's more active on LinkedIn than other social media, he's a businessman. And LinkedIn is basically for serious business people. And if you look at
so there is an information of sent from Outlook from Android.
Yeah,
Okay.
Outlook, it's true that you would have to register through that.
Yes.
Okay.
So we all need to be careful of our utterances. Pundits, musicians, and so forth. And a lot of pundits are also for victim of situation like this, where they end up paying money and some are being called to
I
serve.
think recently I also saw another publication of a lady suing some blogger.
Yes. So
The lady's name was not too loud in my ears, but I think I saw some few Instagram bloggers posted that she had sued some blogger for defamation once again.
you get it. Some who are very charitable. They will, I tell them, those who come back and rebuttal you, post you on social media, insult you, 2 CDs, you are wearing 2 CD top. They are very charitable actually. But people actually call those people the bad ones, rather than those who keep quiet. Tell lawyer actually gather paper. We are the shoe 5 CDs.
You think they are charitable, or maybe it's because maybe they don't have the resources?
No.
Because to go to court is not cheap like that though.
Yes, brother.
It's not like in the advanced system where anybody at all can walk to a state kind of judiciary be near Kwedinas Mama no. Aha. I was talking about Esquire now Janica.
That's only one advantage and go for baby in him Esquire by go for baby soon. When you say to make a follower, must you nipa ni we are. And nipa no we send a case in the dimawa. And nipa no bet you who ni lawyer nina. Ejuma lawyer nina. It is a Esquire now the Juma ni babe man and casa now catch say Esquire minister. But me and himself same way dear.
With the beam.
Be a bed beam. Esquire a bed beam man. I'm also sure some case be asa. I'm also sure say sure we dear benya. But I can't ever see you. Because you are basa. Me jeans are here, me top we are here. Uchi mumu tanya, who account bia. The West I would even say, young mammy 7, 8. Now ebe wow.
Yes, so this is the lady I was talking about. Actress Habiba Sinari.
Yes,
Kasum
Sinari's daughter.
That's Kasum Sinari's daughter.
Yes, she's Eugene and the Zungos.
To be frank, that's what I'm saying. The name, but I didn't know who she was, as a matter of fact.
Habiba Sinari.
It says actress Habiba Sinari sues a social media user by the name Sajida Shiraz, 5 million Ghana cedis over defamation of character. Is that whose daughter?
It's Kasum Sinari.
Daughter?
Yeah, daughter.
Habiba Sinari. Okay.
She has produced a couple of movies.
Yes, I've seen her in movies, even Kobe Rana movies.
He's mostly who direct movies. She's a producer.
Kobe Rana movies, I've seen her stuff.
She's so beautiful. She's my friend of hers. She's very loud.
Yes. I've been seeing her post on social media, but oftentimes when I see her, I really don't know like what she's made of.
So, you see, those are the things we are asking all of us to be watchful of. So if you're about saying something, you should be careful and don't say certain things with certain confidence. So that say nipana fan chewa udru quarter ubenya unwe because I know this one Ambule has got to the level that Charlie Papa Pachwa na self out ikoji and now to yakakra kopacho koyesi and on any part never decided atwa obepa na court so ahwe
but now even if you are just to pay for the legal fees na when we bounce no aboka cover 50,000.
So imagine say all the copacho na twa me lawyer any year time our waste. Imagine 4 years. It's almost like 2020 and
2020, yeah.
So this 3 years.
Yeah.
So imagine 3 years of somebody's time. Corner by ko with time. To me come.
Oh, there's no uncle too.
Yeah.
I'm open at 7 o'clock in Bromley. Umbrellas are over 7 off. I know about this, yeah.
You get it? So we are almost almost position was wide. And I see some of these cases, thank God, in this our jurisdiction, some of these cases are civil case. But God forbid you have criminal case in this kind of country. And therefore when I won't find this out. So most of the time, what I used to cue myself is that look for the best out of your profession and have a peaceful profession. Okay. And that will enable to guide you towards certain places. We all know pandits that have been very noisy in this time.
Yeah.
After they seal their houses, they
have kept quiet. Are you talking about Mr. Logic Dems?
He's the only one they've seen so far.
So far, he's the one I know.
And he's quiet.
Unless you want to talk about something else.
No, I'm just saying.
Be bold. Yeah. Okay, now continue from there. What do you also make of this?
Let me also greet US. I realized the last time I came here, some of the people were Vic,
Lovely. Vic Lovely, dear. Vic Lovely has a problem, that guy.
He's a guy.
We don't even know, and that is what makes it painful. Like they hide under some pseudonyms, and they will be making a mess of themselves online. Vic Lovely has been on this for God knows when, and he or she thinks those things will stop us. Yeah. But the more he does, the more we even toughen. So yes, we encourage him. More comments.
He doesn't know the skin.
That he said, I gave him shout out, but still he continued to do his work. Say, look at you. What work? Nothing for you, Apu. Aha. Bon petit four. John four.
John four. Boom. First of all, I think that Ambule have done their nice thing. I mean, that is the only option he has. So once an issue of this caliber have gone to our courts and courts have passed judgment and they've asked you to do some of these things, I mean, you don't have any choice. There's nothing you can do about it. To just come back and apologize and do the needful. But I think there are some lessons that we all have to pick from what is happening. The first thing is fact checking. This tells us that irrespective of your sources or whatever you hear or whatever information you receive from whichever cortex, you still have a responsibility to check or verify whether those informations are true or facts. Because the only thing that will put Ambule in this angle is, yes, what maybe I'll say, but one shut down in that time, I should be out of emotion or anger, and he has to, spit some of these things out in the public, and it has cost him a lot. This is going to affect him as well, because now if you are seen ranting and talking about certain things that has industry interest, people will be, they will be doubting you Okraku now only or Shama Kwana do so can't say now HB patch and all of that. But it shouldn't also discourage him or stop him from, you know, doing what is right if there need be. Like if there's anything that he has to talk about, he should still have the courage to talk about it. The only
like
thing,
say it sorted.
You understand? And the only thing he has to do now is that he should be very careful on what the details that he receive or the detailed information that he have, and check on them and then come out and speak or talk about it. That is the only thing. In fact, it's not just Ambule. I agree with Abbas if he says even Pandex, and you just mentioned a blogger also being sued. It's in our days now, like, to put things out have become very, very easy.
Yeah.
I always say that if it was 10 years back or 15 years back, where if you claim you're a writer or a blogger or whoever,
you have to show your works.
You understand? Like, even sometimes maybe our work in the crab fans and it will come into the public domain for it to be accepted that okay, we will publish these things. Charlie, you go through a lot of hands before. But now everybody wakes up and they have platforms. They just write anything they wanted. So it has become more easy, and people are just accessing social media with like posting anything that comes to mind or posting any information that they have. So people should be very, very careful.
Yeah.
I mean, I always like these options. I mean, it's
the George kind of option.
Yeah, like let's go to court, let's do it, let's see what the law also has to say, because people have that mindset that the law here doesn't work. People, they've just written them in books and it is just there. But that is not the case. It works. If you have the time and you go to court, you will know that there are laws here and it works. And
It do.
So, like, people should take this option. Like, if you think you don't agree to anybody, or you think somebody is defaming you or doing anything that affects your brand, your name, or reputation,
go straight
to court. Don't think about the how many years it will take, how many Charlie, elsewhere they don't think about those. Even if it will take 10 years, there are cases we've read about them that it took them 20 years, 10 years in court, and then judgment was finally passed, and so the people were satisfied. So people should go, rather than, you know, you don't always have to come to social media, like especially these days on TikTok, and come and rant and insult people and make people feel like, yeah, we are. And mostly 60-70% of these people, they are very soft when you meet them. The people who come on social media, put cameras on them, want to insult and make everybody, like, scare people away from them. They are soft.
They want to just hide behind the camera.
You understand? And just like act like you're almost somewhere. But if you your man, I'll pay down Sakura, I'm better for. It's, you know, like
from keyboard gangsters.
So people should just take the first option and minimize it. We can't take away the second option, because before they buy and they have to react and do something. So we can't take it out, but we should minimize the second option and take the first option. It will help us.
Well, Ro, you speak finally on this, then you move on to the next business.
That's I think this is the best way to go.
Okay.
This is better than paying some people a visit. This is better than checking up on people. This is better than touching people.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, but still, if people fool, we go touch them.
You will check up on them.
You will check up on them. Still, if people fool, yeah, man.
Oh yeah, but in the space where we want to have a civilized society, I think this is the best option. You know, some people even tend to fold even when they are being bullied or being abused, with the fact that, oh, we made a corner crown. At the end of the day, it is going to be long and all that. But you see, you don't know exactly. Some people have the notion that even the laws in this country don't work.
They grind slowly though.
Oh yes,
they work.
But they work. Yeah. Some people will say, oh, and also the mere that attitude of the moment somebody is doing something to you, nobody sees it too. But when you react, then they will do, oh, now you're overreacting, now, oh, let's drag somebody's act to court right now. And you see hashtag, and you see fachano. Some people out of some of these reactions wouldn't even dare, and they will be suffering in their own corners.
Yeah, they won't come out to talk.
They won't come out to even come and talk, and they will be suffering in their own corners. This also shows that it is not everything that you have to come on social media and just waste your breath.
No, that one there now people are not getting that vibe. People think that the moment they get angry, no,
Social
they have
media.
to go online,
Brag,
live.
brag, brag, brag.
Shout out to Derek Money.
He has been going like.
Sometimes if he vex, he say I'll go live.
Oh, don't mind them. Those people who say they will go like they can't go like. If you go like you don't have to. You don't have to come and tell me. Why should you come and tell me that you go like?
Oh yeah.
Go
So
like.
so Sammy, I believe it is good. At least you know somebody would say, oh, there's probably the apology will not go as far as what the
main issue was.
Yeah, the main issue went. But hey, at a point that you've been able to clear your name, that is the most important thing. So
at least anywhere that it will come up,
yes,
you can also say, oh, that's how it ended.
Anywhere that it will come up, at least you also have counter receipts to neutralize it, and that is the beauty of it. So yes, I believe it is good. So many people are being bullied from top, from the people at the top to even the people down. Some people down are also being bullied by the people at the top.
Good.
But because they don't have the resources to sue their asses, you see them being fooled. Like no more na me go sue assume see or no scam man for our huge following. It is not possible. It is always the people at the top suing the people down there.
Okay.
But sometimes this is also a huge encouragement that regardless of whoever the person is, if you have a very good case, and defamation case is not, it's very technical. It is not just like, let's say, a criminal case. Yes, I know every case has its own difficulties and all that. But defamation cases are some way one year to even while you're abusing the crowd, to even prove the effect on that abuse on you in the crowd. If you don't take care, you might even lose in advance.
That's
so
true.
Me, I am very happy at least this thing has ended this way, and Ambule has also done the honorable thing by coming to apologize. So do Ambuleka's own fee court. Then tomorrow it will be another sanction. Then we will come and cry. So all the same, at least peace has come. So we thank God.
Okay, let's move on to do some more stories. This is still Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, and we want you to be a part of the conversation. Drop your comments as well, and let's have a ball. Now, the next thing is about the VGMAs. Today is Thursday, and I believe that in just about some 2 days, we are going into the VGMAs. Nana, is Wendy performing on the main night?
No.
She's not performing on the main night. But are you guys expecting some awards?
Yes, definitely. We were nominated. We had 2 nominations.
So you
definitely. Yeah, I'll be there.
How many?
No, when did be there?
I have not confirmed that yet.
Oh, but that shouldn't be hard to confirm, manager. By this time, today's Thursday.
No.
Because if Wendy, wait. If Wendy go by now, her costume cry is ready. So what do you
Wendy has a lot of costumes.
No, this is VGMA. Share. VGMA, Ghana's Met Gala.
No, I am saying that almost every week we are doing new
more costumes for okay, so she can use any of them.
Use any of them.
Okay, but your responses makes me feel like she won't go. Just that we are waiting to see.
She can go.
She was nominated in which categories?
I think popular song with Survivor, and then one other.
Oh yeah, yesterday I saw that.
Yeah.
And Afrobeat.
Afrobeat, yeah, Afrobeat.
Has Wendy won VGMA yet?
Yes. I think she has won VGMA. She has a plug in her house.
VGMA plug.
Yes, VGMA plug in her house.
Okay. All right. So manager confirm and be sure. Let's see.
Oh,
but
yes,
do you know she has won?
Yeah.
Well, I am just tempted to believe, but
She has to.
yeah,
Because her first and her entry was.
I think
Yeah, I
it's
think
either
she has.
new artist or something.
yeah, I think she
New
has.
artist,
Yes,
okay,
I
yeah.
think she has.
Okay. All right. So that was just by the way. Now let's move on to Saturday, because Saturday is the D-Day, main day, where all the guys will be converging. This time around, we're also going to check whether the stars will go. Last year, we realized something, that most of the stars were not even present at the auditorium. They decided not to go. As to why, we are still going to find out. So this year, we're also going to monitor. Are we going to have our stars there, or only those who are expecting awards to be there? We will still be checking all these facts, and when we come back, we will come back to review it on Monday. So wait for this. Chemo even wants us to do some Sunday special delivery on the VGMA, so you guys should expect that and more.
I think she has won 2.
2, eh?
Yeah.
Which one and which one?
2019 Discovery of the Year
Okay.
And then 2021 Afrobeat Afro Pop Song of
Song
the Year.
I think Uber Driver, eh?
Yeah.
Uber Driver was big.
I think they're also giving me feedback that is with new artists.
And that is what she's talking about. Discovery is still new artist of the year.
Oh,
okay.
It's 3. 2021 she won 2. Afrobeat Afro Pop Song of the Year and then Afrobeat Afro Pop Artist of the Year. Yeah, so it's 3. She
has 3 VGMAs already. Okay, that is very fine. At least she has some records for the label and more. And the label also has the big one, Artist of the Year, under their belt still. So we have realized something. Today, our WhatsApp group started a conversation where one post from a gentleman called Portfolio suggested that taking PSA Esther away from the VGMAs could mean or might mean that most of the people there are not even pushing for audience or for fans to know why it is necessary for them to prepare to be part of the scheme. But thanks to PSA, because of her continuous interviews and her desire to grab some awards, it is so obvious now people are hearing about the awards. People are seeing the awards. Not long ago, we had discussed that even in the Artist of the Year category, about of the 8 people. Okay, so this was the post from David Jermaine Portfolio, who is also a media personality in the Ashanti region. And he says, the highest PR machinery and awareness agent for this VGMA has been PSA Esther. If not for her, most Ghanaians didn't even know VGMA was this weekend. Even people who don't care about VGMAs have grown sudden interest. She deserves applause. And this is what David Jermaine Portfolio is saying. In fact, when he put out this, there are other people who also believed in him and like factual, because so many artists have not even posted anything concerning the VGMAs. I'm not sure Wendy has even posted something yet.
We have posted something.
Yeah. I'm saying Wendy.
Yeah.
On her channels.
I think what we posted was the nominees.
The time you guys are going to perform.
That's the performance we're talking about.
But it's VGMA.
You're talking about her nominations, categories.
Yeah, people know she has been
But okay, I don't know if you have answers. Why are artists not posting that lately? Why?
This conversation.
This matter. It's alcohol. This matter.
It's very technical.
Yeah, we been thinking about that.
Like me, I think for some time now, people lost interest in our wars, in our space. Yeah, for some time now, people, and I think we should blame some of the organizers because they made it too obvious that they are in for business and to cash out from people's sweat and other things like that, instead of really maybe thinking about the subjects or individuals they are going to use to run whatever business they want to run. They like, it was just too obvious. And the way they were going about things, some of them, how would they come up to nominate artists and all that, like some were very even disrespectful, some were not going through the due process to come up with some of those conclusions. And like if I'm an artist and you want to nominate me for the good works that I've done and you go about it anyhow, I will not value it. I will not value, and it is not just Ghana. I mean, I think in recent years we saw what was happening with even BET when Kenya West through flashing the TV. Like it has happened. I saw one other awards, I've forgotten, one prestigious awards. I don't know if it's the where the platinum, when they give you those plaques and all that. I saw a Jamaican artist also banning those things in.
Oh really?
On live video, insulting and attacking.
Sizzla Kalonji.
Yeah. He was banning those plaques and saying all sort of things about the awards. So, like, I think the artists at some points felt some way and they lost interest in their awards. So some of them withdrew a bit from it. And that's what happened.
Well, to be frank, it is not Wendy Shea alone. So many of our top artists we have not seen any of them even talking about their awards. We have seen that they are not showing any sign of interest. So, apart from few ones, and unfortunately,
those just posted yesterday.
Oh, maybe how? Those who have gotten to the A level crowd, they almost crowd there. Even this time around, new for the crowd, they are not even posting.
Yeah.
Come in, I see. Come in, nah. Like nobody, and it's really shocking what is happening. So when this issue came up, people not posting. One guy who has been critiqued is Black Sherrif because so many people, as a matter of fact, take him to win Artist of the Year, including me myself. All this while, if there was one guy who has been on my list for the Artist of the Year bucket, it has been Black Sherrif. But because of his lack of interest or his show of lack of interest, people are no pay. So it is not making them show any support for him. I'm sure that heat has been getting to them lately, and they have seen that guys, if you don't look sharp, we will lose. Including some of their management members who are now talking about the scheme. First, they were not talking about, now they may talk about PSG now. Hey, why? Yeah. Then Sherrif posted this, and I want to read this to you. I think yesterday I flashed it, but I also want to read it today. It said, "You've seen my blood," and the message is deep. The message is deep. The message is to come to you that, hey, it is important. Now, he says, "You've seen my blood, sweat, and tears. You've seen the ups and downs of my journey. I've had my lips shut and my eyes opened ever since I stepped in the game. I don't plan on changing that. Not today, not tomorrow. Let's go, VGMA." The moment I finished reading this, I said, hey, now guy is getting closer to it. He even added the rate for the scheme. Is Black Sherrif performing on the main night?
Yeah, he's performing.
Okay, so he also shared this. And I'm here asking myself that, is reality now coming to them? That, Charlie, the thing, if we don't post, the organizers can also mafias, because the organizers are also, well, it's not part of their criteria. That's the word. It's not part of their criteria, but I'm sure some of these things can also influence some board members, some academy members in their decisions. And personally, if I see you are not interested, I might not even vote for you. But if I know Charlie, I can go ahead and support. So I'm asking, is reality done on people like Black Sherrif Dems? Reason he's not talking about tears, sweat, and blood. Is that why he's talking about it now? Nana? And then Nana, they won't post the way things are going.
That reminds me of Stoneboy statement. I'm getting emotional.
Yeah, I'm getting bro.
We have 2 more days, right?
Oh, Nana, there.
The thing is close,
What is close?
The public vote.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about to canvas votes, but it's just to show support for them.
Okay, Nana. So
I don't think Sherrif posted this for votes.
No, just for votes.
No, but he posted it at the time voting was ongoing.
Yes.
Yeah, in his case, yes.
Last minute of voting.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody messaged me.
But we can still post, because even with Shea concerts, we started posting 3 days to the event, so it's nothing. You can post and they will still get the same.
Okay, Nana. So go ahead. Do you think now it will become necessary for them to show interest at the latter part? So people who thought they were not interested will see they're interested. And I want us to use the Black Sherrif example, because aside all the guys who were called out that they've not posted, he's the only one who has come back to post. The rest there still. Bro.
I think that Black Sherrif has opened his eyes indeed, and he's seeing whatever things that is happening. He's hearing some of the conversations, commentaries about the VGMA, and the fact that he's one of the favorite, if not the only favorite.
No, Black Sherrif is one of the favorites.
The ultimate. You know. So maybe that will be what will motivate him to come and post, to show at least those who are not part of the organizer that have interest in him winning the ultimate to also know that okay, after if I win the ultimate, I'll also be happy. Happy about it. So let me just post it. I think that's the only motivation because clearly, because I think if there is something to do, I believe the scheme will be having that they are after award workshop and other things.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
And I want to suggest or plea that this year's workshop they should come up with some like a conversation to engage some of these artists and bring back their interest in it might not only come from the artists alone. I think it should be a joint thing. Like we should find a way to come up with conversations where we can talk about the artist and the scheme for them to, because this thing that is going on I'm out for doing what somebody have
the results we are seeing
now like you'll be a check 5-10 years ago somebody have sat down to think about VGMA for like a couple of years and then he comes to that decision like okay I'm done with it like so and then he say fans will be or audience will just be saying oh why is she not posting and then you see him the next day she will go and post. I think there should be some motivation maybe now Shatta Wale they call him out say if they want some of they should write to him or they should have a conversation meeting
because you see it is so sad that almost all our top artists in the artist of the year category none of them
you see
even yesterday's Jackie Cry is not showing any interest.
That's the thing. And you see the thing is this: if the top are not doing anything, that those at the down will not be motivated or inspired.
Oh, of course.
Anyway.
No, most of them, they are the guys they are looking at. That's why Camido won't post. Camido, how many hours has he gotten? But he's not even posting because he is not seeing the guys at the top. Sarko they are posting. He's not seeing Stoneboy posting. So why would he post? Because he also wants to assume their position.
That's the thing. So the conversation, narrows down to everybody,
and now the fans are even being affected.
Yes.
The other day, Sarko's fans were discussing on Twitter. Oh, to them they think Sarko has even outgrown.
It is not only Sarko's fans. There are a lot of fan base or followers or lovers of artists that don't really have, because do you know the fans alone can call the artist out for them to post?
Yeah.
If like really they are interested, like they can call one artist out. I'll be posting. But if the fans, that demand is also not coming from the fans, then the scheme should be worried. We understand it is a big brand, the only scheme. I mean, they've been in our space over the years, they've done what they have to do and all of that. But this time, I think we have to look at some of these conversations. And they should use the upcoming workshop to address some of these issues. Let's come up with a way, engage all our A-list or top artists. Let them, in fact, invite them anyhow, invite them. Make sure they are present at the workshop. And then let's have that dialogue with them. And as I said, you see, when Obia, when it goes display like we don't need it, and then the award scheme also go like okay we can still do it without you being present or posting our flyers or anything. Then this problem will continue. But when they all come into a realization that okay, no, Charlie, this is for us. Anyhow, let's have a way to come together and make it happen. Then that dialogue will be very necessary to everybody. So they should the coming workshop, they should find a way to make the entire workshop discuss or have a dialogue about some of these things. Because everybody, it is not just when they say all our top artists, everybody, like their interest, their enthusiasm in even the ordinary Ghanaian.
I'm sure now they are just open for only business for them. If you come and you pay me, they'll come and do it. Yeah, apart from that, I'm there.
Apart from performing and other things like that, like things that they are paying them.
I know that one. I know, pa. If you call them for business, they'll come and do it.
They'll come and do it.
Because
they don't have a problem.
But how come they all went to perform, but even posting a flyer
it's a problem
for the performance?
Yes.
Most of
them posted it. Even Medikal has even posted his
performance
flyer now.
But for the nomination, lie.
So me, Rasame, And another thing that has led to this thing is the too many controversies in the awards. There are some points I think it became too many.
Rampant, yeah.
And some of them, some of them understand or have come to admit that it's just part of the scheme. So whether you like it or not, that conversation and that controversy, they will find a way to make it happen. So that after the awards, people will just talk about the awards. And when you do that, the players that are supposed to be part of it, some of them will lose interest in it. So they should check some of these things, like how they go about some of their things and explain things to them. Like right now, the scheme has to come out and find a way to engage our artists. Other than that, what we are seeing, we will even see more of it. We will see. I'm telling you, time will come. You're free to put someone better perform here. Calling out outrageous prices just because
they don't want to
perform.
Yeah. Abbas, do you think Black Sherrif is now awake?
It's too late to be awake right now.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Why is it too late?
This is not.
It's too late.
This is not your show that you are doing in Okraku, or this is not your show that you are doing in West Hills Mall. And you post 3 days, they will follow you. It's a free voting, though. But be careful. It is your posture that we are looking at. There are some people, when their posture is a certain way, I'm not bothered. Because they've seen it, they've done it, they've done it.
Like the Sarkodis and the
I've seen their action towards another thing. And I like the way their actions are going. Stoneboy, honestly, to me, I don't think he should even be part of it. She just write to the emoji meeting for Grammy na menida. Grammy na menida. Nti mumman Ghana for nyakukudru no munhu se na ombeto about Grammy. Wo ebusu ani ba ko America no bet me to akoka kire no don to Grammy aba no. Says susu ne be ya ne famba no ne being native any young barrister mo no munkotina Grammy awards na say no munjimbra fie. Because when you listen to his album, Charlie, there was the one he did with Angelique Kidjo, it was superb ever.
Manoji.
Charlie, I was enjoying it over and over and over. And I said, look, these guys, well, what should Sarkodie do again? Sarkodie, rapper of Africa rapper, whatever rapper, BET. Also, like, if you come and use his last energy.
You see what you are saying? You see what you are saying? That discussion should also be looked at very heavily. Because if we are saying because Sarkodie has won a BET, so he shouldn't compete in the VGMAs, then it is going to be a different thing altogether.
No, it's two things. So I'm not saying.
No, wait. They are still releasing songs in the system.
Yes.
They are still competing in the same space. So, if you say they should not be seen in the awards, what does it mean? Like their songs are no more competing?
No, their songs are competing. But in every class, they're senior. And in every school, they are graduates. That you can't deny. There's difference between my focus is now this and my appreciation of this. In their artist appreciation of this is when they take peanuts to perform and do the best of performance. Say, okay, the second one I want to talk about, let me just chip it in. Now, VGMA thing is money issue. It's business. It's somebody's business. Somebody also have another award scheme that they also organize business. Somebody today can wake up and say, I'm doing a Bass Music Award. And all the artists will post it, will be pushing it and everything. It's business for people. Now, you give me performance fee. It's part of your contract for me to post. I'm posting. At the end of the day, VGMA, that you want people to come and what? And watch. Not the awardees and the people and the little fans who come. Some shows, they say you come by merit. Even there are some shows that you, the artist, you pay to come for the show. Skin beyond idea. Do you get it? Some shows give only right to media people, industry people, industry night.
Yeah.
It is we and the industry that we are having our game. So they strive for it. They work for it. I mean, you don't go if you are not on certain level.
Yeah.
You get it? So, Obia will say, okay, at the end of the Juma, it is open when the share a couple show amawa. Tuya, you remember bebo. Say, I don't say, if I only a potopoto cry, I near GS can near coffee. Say, we are taking you small. Maybe next year all the artists will decide, Charlie, if you call us $2 billion, if you can't play, go and sleep. At the end of the day, call those you say you can do with them. Call them. It got to a time Shatta Wale need to be bold and say, I'm not going to be part of this game. Did he not survive?
And let me
he survived.
That. You see, brother, the danger is that when our artists become very huge and the demand on the streaming platform becomes very high, at some point, some of them will be doing what Abbas is saying. They will not think about how much.
Because they are getting.
They will give you the rate. If you can't pay,
forget.
Sleep. They will get their money elsewhere.
That's how we are getting it.
Yeah.
And apart from that, it's not the VGMA alone that show they are playing. Imagine a VGMA night. I'm organizing a Shatta Stoneboy Sarkodia show and I'm paying them more than VGMA the same night, the same time. And I'm demanding that they should be there at Independence Square. I'm paying, which show did they do in Ghana at Independence Square was huge. Global Citizen. I'm doing something like that. Like I'm doing Afro Nation or the other one, Afrochella in May. Huge. I'm paying $1 million. My fine international for whiskey money. I can count international for American artists. I count VGMA night that Saturday. I'm doing it. Independence Square.
Yeah, bro.
Just test and come. Who test here? Who be back? And I get one vendor and walk in. Who is on Benadom? Media for Nankasa on Benji free ticket. Artist manager Kwamba. And yes, I'm making 2 gig. Artist manager Bakunjina. Bakunjina ha. I'm back behind this backstage. I'm nam boya drink boya artist we are imagine say tent the how when the shade tent or no ni manager ni call phone call dancers cry or mania dancers tent or mon kwa eh brother me who is on member it does not make any sense for people. So the scheme, as my brother said, the scheme need to examine itself. That's my third thing. The scheme need to examine itself. Look, do you know one thing that's holding the scheme down? Is the Christendom. Is the Christendom.
I think this year they have really held the thing down.
They should play the gimmicks that Nana Reagan says they play. Every year there's supposed to be controversy. No more farmer black sheriff. Among Maki. And sorry, the pompa ye guamusu. That's how we are saying. And so sorry, no more bomb. Oh, they be omin kase but Obia kase.
They threaten me.
That's I mean. You imagine right now that somebody want to create the biggest controversy that I, as a PR person or a marketing or an event person or an artist manager, can plot at this time is not to give PSC this thing, and it will go because it's you could see that the person, the management, the Christendom, everybody. Do you know that currently there's like a warfare between Ewiasifo and Inyamesumfo?
In their what?
In their wars. It's either you are George Kwe, you are with Ewiasifo, or you are Frank Fife, you are with Inyamesumfo. Into Uma Bonsam Winia. Somebody make some comment. Then I say, what are these people thinking? I see Kiddy, Niyari and Ukrano, a Sahanyama way, Nisa way, no, ni Bakumbi, ye, and no Moody oil, Ninyama goodies. So Kiddy wouldn't himself so class for it. Wouldn't himself so a Christian, wouldn't himself born pie. Do you get it? And I'm telling you the reality of how people look at it. If we say you want to make controversy out of everything, it took the artists some time to. And you see, now it's not only artists that are playing this game. The Christendom artists have come as one. I was on the same set with Nasi on Saturday at Kasa FM. I saw how he spoke. I said, I'm only no my dear to say. To say Joe Metson then move from my way. And sorry, Kessia Pentecost new nyama. Always say, if you ask for no be can sorry new. Now Pentecost are sorry. One I see this are sorry. In penny form was say mu. Sasuma mu ye. In go for we adwuma VGMA in the people be Danny. They won't defend them. I was team.
Well,
and you see, the last thing they need to understand in all this thing. He would deserve it. Give it to the person. Don't play Paul and like somebody has come last minute. He's playing Mepe.
But you shouldn't also make it look like
The
if the person
Okaso
don't post, it doesn't mean the person doesn't want it or people will not vote for the person.
One, people will vote for you. But any penny there, if you don't post, you don't want. Don't defend it anyhow.
No.
So listen. Hi, and you, we are all going for the same bread. They say go and buy my zero. You didn't go and buy my zero. Go and buy Kose, you didn't buy Kose. Go and buy Cocoa, you didn't buy Cocoa. Go and do this, you didn't do. Walk towards the bread, you didn't walk. I am walking towards the bread. I'll gather all my margarine, everything. I'm almost getting to the bread. Then all of a sudden, one guy who is called Currency push your neck and say, hey, don't you see it's a good bread? Then you wake up, you want to come and collect it. Then we get it, then Brother Sammy will take the bread, majority part of the bread, and give to you.
Yeah.
But the analogy is
No. So I'm no analogy in there. Ekobasa.
In this case, we are looking at criteria, a lot of things that comes into.
Well, Roland can come in now. Still on the awards, VGMA Saturday. We are still monitoring to see how things will go, though. Ro, what are you adding?
That's I mean, this whole banter makes me sad. Like the banter between, or the supposed banter between the award scheme and the music, like the musicians and the music lovers, makes me sad.
Why?
Because if there's one journal, VGMA, there's one journal that they consciously have saved in this country. Minka two cry. That is Hip Life and High Life. It is VGMA that saved these two journals in this country. I tell you, if not for them, I almost standing to their ground say year in, year out, we will award Hip Life Artist of the Year, Hip Life Song of the Year, High Life Artist of the Year, High Life Song of the Year. And can we say which of our artists will identify themselves with these two genres in CCI Kase? Which of them? Including the artists now, all of them abandoned me at a point. I even had problem with VGMA still awarding High Life Artist of the Year. Because the person you were awarding High Life Artist of the Year is calling himself Afrobeat artist. In fact, or uploading no more distro stores on label High Life info.
So wait, but a High Life artist in a certain calendar year can produce High Life songs.
Yeah.
That is not my
like Afrobeat artists can produce a High Life songs.
Yes, I know. Shatta release High Life song, or really High Life song of the year. No, that is not what I'm saying. That's not my argument. My argument is that, you see, instead of us seeing VGMA as an entity that is there to supposedly harm us as musicians, because now that is the stand and the posture so many of them are taking. Forgetting say VGMA gua. Someone yena VGMA, an entity like VGMA, egua, they should know that it will affect this industry so much. Yes, we know VGMA has flaws. VGMA does so many mistakes year in, year out. But Brasami, they are not doing it for themselves. So yes, it is a business entity. They are doing something to also gain something. But Brasami, majority of whatever they are doing is also saving this industry to some extent.
Yeah.
Errors no more yen so emaningu. Because me bisa me who say Senka VGMA year in, year out, if they don't award High Life Artist of the Year, High Life Song of the Year, and Hip Life, and we will still in Kebenya artists even in this country as at this moment. So if not for anything, at least they contribute to something great in our industry. Yes, we may have our differences with them. We may have our problems with them. But let's try to find a way, meet them halfway, and help them stand. Because if they stand, they will be able to help us. See, we cannot be so enthused about Headies nominating us. We cannot be so enthused about Aroma nominating us. and neglecting that of VGMA. At time. At time. We cannot be so enthused about people's entities nominate, and we think those award schemes are different.
They love us more.
Yes, are different from what VGMA is doing. It is the same blanket procedure no the same blueprint. And yet we want to be so enthused because head is a nominee, Aroma nominee, then we will be over our heads posting here and there. Black Sherrif was nominated for Ghana Music Awards UK, one artist of the year. He never came to post, you see my blood, you see my sweat, and then you see on the coin, and he was nominated. But this one day, it is blood and sweat.
He has not received.
What's it?
He didn't receive the plan.
He didn't receive the plan. No, you see, it is not about you.
No, I bit there what he was not there. So how?
No, you were nominated. Okay, Reagan, you were nominated.
It is true he did not receive it. Because most of the people who win the Ghana Music Awards UK, because they are not there, oftentimes they come here to do their presentation. Yes, but that does not take the fact that you have won.
Yes.
I'm sure you being here, if you are named as the best journalist somewhere and you have not gone for it, the fact that you hear that I officially have been named as the best journalist, I'm sure you appreciate it.
Most of our artists who post or brag about Iron Man and this man, how many of them have been present to go and pick their awards? So let's not treat our own with that. Your friend is saying, yes, let's not treat our own like that, because at the end of the day, that is ours. Yes, we should rather help by giving them solutions. You see, VGMA, it is an entity like any other human being. So the same way I say, Mom, yeah, artists no more, yeah, and we've lost interest, and we know it is a scheme that they are using that for their own profit. Why? Then. So we also pull ourselves. Right, Sammy? Same way, say yeah, Danny table near Casasa artist way by heads of VGMA. Won't they commit the same? They might even do worse.
You are already fighting with each other.
They might even do worse. So yes, nobody is safe. You know that. It is say upon chia say onia say so nim so run to no say. It is the same thing. See, the artist can say, "Oh, I will only engage you when you give me money." That is if I am supposed to perform. I take my money, come and perform. But at the end of the day, you think if this entity collapses today or runs out of business, you come and get something to come and boast of and say, I want this, I want that. See, everybody, yes, your interest might not be, or your vision, this might not fit into your vision now. But know that it is something that is a pillar that shouldn't only and yet be a benefit on kwana obeboa amaya som nejina. If you are a generational thinker in this country, you help so that this entity would stand. So a certain stone boy be on so ba, a certain sakwa be on so board, so be a here way, and any petit will be in the near future.
But at this point, if you want to just call out on the musicians alone, it will not be fair and it will not work in resolving this whole thing, because right now, I don't know say I could do to say nay in training our simple. Today people have taken decisions to just have baby mamas, not because they are happy they want to have baby mamas and not wives. Yeah. They wish they will have wives that they will live in the same house, but they are maybe a wives didn't crofobim and maybe a husband said so now if you want to resolve such situations, you need to put the two together.
Regan, I am not
make sure you are there, because let me tell you, some of our artists have suffered a lot of things because of VGMA.
I know. I am not disputing.
Yes.
I am not disputing
brain damage.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh, psychological trauma. That's I am not. I am not disputing the errors of VGMA. I am not disputing the errors of VGMA. But let's check the conversation as to why some of these award schemes are being popular. Let's take some of the conversations. Conversations bear 10. And I'll go out and even ask people, what are the reasons why you think award schemes are being popular? See, 9 of them will be the errors of the award scheme and not the attitude of artists towards the award scheme. Sometimes it is the artist ne attitude nimpo dem awards skips ne committee certain errors. Say na okay. Posty, you don't show any interest, and you want the sponsors of these particular entities to still be enthused to sponsor them year in year out. Don't you think at a point they will take a business decision and say, Asumesi is doing PR for us, so let's give it to the person so that the person can do more, so we can sustain our business.
It didn't start today.
I know it didn't start
before.
See,
ask yourself 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the enthusiasm was not just with even the artists themselves. It was with every Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Like you know right January in from man bono you be na beka cho say yeah be nomination. Yeah yes sir. Our VGMA is happening on this day. Everybody like the other our farmers be quote film to confi in Krabias bab because they want to come and enjoy VGMA. People travel from UK, America and all of that just to come and enjoy VGMA. So BB and Koye, something is not going on well. Let's resolve that.
Something is wrong, and the entity so far is doing everything.
Okay, we're wrapping up on that. Yeah,
the entity is doing everything possible to make sure that they meet the people halfway. So, person correct all the errors. That's
what I'm saying. It should be both.
Yes. I did not dispute the errors of the scheme, but let's not all withdraw out of pain. Because you withdraw out of pain now. You see whatever efforts that they are putting in, the VGMA in schools, the seminar that they are holding, whatever. You think it will be of any value? No,
it won't. Well, thank you so much. Interesting breakdowns and analysis submission from my people. Today, running things with Nana Reagan, Abbas Muiz, as well as Roland Amate. And you can also be dropping your commentaries to be part of this. It is called Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, the only online discussion platform that is constant on your devices or on your screens. Let's move on to another interesting issue. And this time around, we are talking about Deputy Minister of Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Creative Arts, who has also said something that is worthy of discussion. As a matter of fact, we have been talking about the fact that our industry, when you go even out of the capital city, lacks infrastructure for us to do events. Therefore, when NPP and their government promised us that they are going to give us some ultra-modern theaters and amphitheaters around the regions in Ghana, some of us welcomed it with so much excitement and happiness. But unfortunately, not much has been seen until recently when we saw that in Kumasi, they've cut sort for the new amphitheater or the amphitheater in Kumasi Cultural Center to be built. When we asked what the capacity will be, we were told it is going to be just 1,000. It is just going to contain 1,000 people. And some people thought, 1,000, it is too small. Why are you building 1,000 today, and when the numbers outgrow it, later you come and demand for another money to build a bigger one? Why don't we go for a large one, go ye preko? Then the deputy minister says, even at the National Theatre, which is just about 1,008, people are struggling to fill. Musicians are struggling to fill it. Accra, the capital city, where in quotes, there seems to be good economic living, entertainment is high on the agenda here. Even you, how many artists can hit their chest and say, I'm going to play a show at the National Theatre. Give me 3 weeks and I'm going to fill the National Theatre. He says even musicians are struggling to fill it. So why should they build theatres that are more than 1,000 capacity in the rest of the regions? He made this statement at Angel FM in Kumasi. I would want us to go listen to that portion of the interview, and we come back, we look into our faces and speak the hard truth to ourselves. Is the Honorable Deputy Minister right that many artists in Ghana will struggle to fill the National Theatre? Or maybe he is looking down on Ghanaian artists. Let's go watch this. I'll be right back.
Thousand capacity the whole year. Anka ye park bit my 3,000 capacity. Baby who say 3,000 capacity the whole year. How many musicians can fill a place of 3,000 in this country? National Theatre crew 2,000. A lot of artists cannot fill National Theatre as I speak.
Okay.
Yes. So why don't you build 1,000? Until boys is where from saying America. Correct. They can decide that.
Yeah.
They want to do Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Friday, everybody we are.
Okay.
And 1,000 in the afternoon, 1,000 in the evening. Saturday, 1,000 in the afternoon. 2 days in corner, they've done 4,000.
Okay.
Instead of going to build a hall, well, our hall isn't to know, say, may one day or one night, 1,000 year ma when your numbers
baby.
But you could build it 3,000 add the whole year, ABJ a sack. And now say a stone boy be penetrated to a failure. Then we have cost benefit analysis. It doesn't make sense. But you're lucky, so you're fancy Kumasi, and you could see it, Abia, and that region be a honey very vibrant with show business. Benefits, you know. Yeah.
Well, so that was the Honorable Deputy Minister, Mark Okraku Mante, formerly Sleep Music record label boss. Abbas is an event person among us. Abbas, start this for me. Let's speak the truth. Is the Honorable Minister right or he's wrong?
The Honorable Minister is right.
He's right.
Yes, but he's limited in his right. I can see the vision is very limited. Very, very limited. If you watch Ghanaian talents alone and you are constructing items, you will limit yourself that way. If you watch Ghanaian creative managers, you will be limited like that. Obi here Juma Heart and Culture Center, Oba ya Odini Bagaba, or kind newspaper, or Bray, we are no Akodi White, Oba, Obebon Commerce, our Bolo to Kakra, no Sound Kofonu Jais, Hanyama, we mama, they won't manage it, won't progress. But if you look at it from a capitalist point of view, okay, into who what you say, they be a Afro Nation, Afro Future, and Krankwani, a Bebonu. Yen to mean Bobby wa Sefi, yen to mean Bobby wa Kumasi, yen to mean Bobby wa North. And is it only musicians that use this space? And se can kwani ebeji physical ticket in kwan. Ti ene mean to mean churong koma empty and say, meant to me about 10,000 capacity. E wo North, e wo correct theater, obi abeti ni ye, but ye comedy. Into your mobile support, you bang my 10,000 for our rem on be register sim or more DNA say on be mobile sim, no be at 5 cities. Something in exchange. Do it for water, do it for things. And I get them to pay for the venue and fill it. What is the business point of view from it? Is government just building it and leave it and say, okay, Mudia, yeah, the amount. Now, Kophobia Tina Arts and Culture Center, or Mufanya. Since I hear you, you or Kumasi, you asatimamu, any typical account tradition and every tradition. No more year.
Yeah, funeral
and 1,000 capacity. Yeah. A year Johnny be quiet and chair wedding Johnny. And the year show is proper show. Imagine 10,000 capacity. Year proper. The government has taken that money. Say government is charging 30,000 and 40,000 and 50,000 for that venue for a year cost. At least crown on benya gigabo. Oh yeah, latest one now boy you ma obenya be able. Oh yeah, titifo na boy you ma obenya be able. And also your show. And I show no kwani say this say e ya otoga atunum. Asakabo is what tunum. Ono na show. Show ni say this say akwade am nkwa fill space. And now artist omudi omo ani hwe no e ye na de nkwa. And then in a amphitheater is for performance. Is for performance. Performance is musical performance, theater performance, film screening, and so forth. Into obi to me koye is awareness screening. Theater sa obi an count some says obi to me koye is film bi obi ya kire emayu ani memma omugu in Krankromo omu duasi omusu e wo Ghana kuma obi are very active lately. So I can't do a free ace film that I will show to people and pay the venue or challenge the artists who pay 10,000 capacity. Uba tuya usika na question yen sa na national theater.
Yeah.
Who to your national theater pay for one person betting them. Government has taken this money. They are proper managers of the space. Give it to them. The National Theatre is a company, is a National Theatre company. So the building is not a National Theatre. It's a company. So if that building is one of the building they are managing, there's another one. That's why we have art centers. They are supposed to come under the National Theatre. When the likes of Mohammed bin Abdullah brought this idea as a Secretary of State Art and Culture. so that at least every town we will have a representative of the National Theatre there. Then we have a bibiguro mining Nyama, no production. So when you do one production in Accra, you do another in Kumasi, another in Tamale, another.
Now there are even new production houses.
Then you'll be able to.
General and Petia Dems are all doing these things.
So a boy, General and Tetia, Latif, nobody will be struggling in
George
Accra.
George
Quay and Co. What's
the
this lady, the communication lady, the actress.
Nashoko.
She also have a production company.
Yeah.
You see, all of them will be going from one. So Omu charge sponsor that give us 100 million Ghana cedis to do a production for you. They can tell the sponsor, we are going to be screening in Accra. We will do a theater performance in Accra, in Kumasi, in Tamale, in Takrady, in Bokoshe, in this. Like about 30 venues. Ukwa Brocheria, Obi to me Lini, London, Wales, What enabled them to do that?
Yeah.
Because of venue. But say Nipan were huge capacity. Engine series are fairly Accra with 3,000. In the head, or Kokomasa, there was some reducing number.
Yeah.
And there was some about 2, 3, 4, 5 show. And then Kofobia, meaning sometimes Kobia first say Accra and Ghana. And Omu as you say, Kofo Mu Echeche, Omu any BA. Brother me, yeah folk dogs who Accra. Yeah folk because if you have BA many. Akora kitu to me 50 Ghana ma uka on dream. Omu yi share. Omu yi bundle. Brother me, who shirt na who was shabas nigga. Into me call a white shirt na me show. White. Me shirt me shirt jeans basosa. Me kura chalewete normal black chalewete. And I me share because brother me to me she ga me ni artist be akoda. Artist ni the guy atari pan of a guy. O share. Obi share. Galamsey level.
Obishiano
na way egugun like Galamsey's kind of mad no egugun. Sakura ni su buy no be che onu artist no e guy no if is of free room. You be che na 100 cedis bundle back.
Okay.
So then I will share. Can't get me. They can pay for it anymore.
Well, Nana, we need to come through. Thank you, Abbas. A solid one there. Nana, what do you also think about the Honorable Minister's comment?
Watching the video, I'm a bit sad.
Why?
I am sad not because what he's saying is not true. Like there's some reality in what he's saying. But you see, if you're a visionary leader, you don't talk like that.
Okay.
Because the way he was talking, clearly you could see or you could feel that he's just building the 1,000 capacity using today. Happenings today. As like he is not thinking about happenings tomorrow.
I like this angle.
Everything that he's using to do whatever argument or to defend whatever reasons why they are trying to build 1,000 capacity is today and yesterday.
Meanwhile, someone is planning 50 years in Dubai, how it will look like.
And you see, that's I mean. And then around who know. And then around because a lot of our leaders think like that. Sometimes I don't know say they have that fear to take the risk to do bigger things. That should be maybe so you can't even sit in any argument of this sort and be thinking about just Ghanaian artists in building theaters. When you are thinking about you limit yourself to your people only. When Dubai and other people are building their country, thinking about foreigners.
50 years to come.
Like everything they are doing, they think about, okay, this will benefit our people, but the people, like how can we attract other people in? This should be the conversation. These are some of the factors or the things that should motivate you to even build a bigger auditorium or theater. And not just say because a certain group of musicians or individuals can't fill the National Theatre. You think you are making a strong argument to tell us that you want to build 1,000 for now. When will you build 30? When are you going to build 50,000? When churches, individual churches, are building auditoriums 30,000, 40,000. Individual churches. And then the whole country, you want to make some of these projects, and they are telling me that because it is not every artist that can fill National Theatre, so you want to build
1,000.
In today, 2023, when was the National Theatre built? It was built in, I think the construction started in 1990. And it finished in 1992. I am very sure that at that time there were musicians in this country who couldn't even feel Adabraka Club, Apollo Theatre. There were musicians.
Or Dr. Glory.
They couldn't feel it. There were even clubs that some of our people, there were certain villages, some of them, when they come to our villages, they use our grandfather's house. Those houses that are, big, have that space. They use it and then compound out. They use those space to do their concert and all. Some people were not even able to fill those things. But it took a certain leader to say that, no, I want to build the National Theatre. That number at that time was outrageous. That's also and come and see National Theatre capacity. Come and see 205. No, because I mean, let no one take this thing as disrespect to honorable minister or anything. But you see, this is the YN1. I am telling you, say, the reason why you should be worried is not just because of the comments from Honorable Okraku Mante. It goes down. That's how they think. That's how they think for us. That's why you should be sad. That's why you should be worried. That is how they, I'm sure when they sit down like this, these are some of the pointers. Charlie, I don't know how you say it's a crap on a say for now. Yenye kakari, yenye say for now.
They do
when you can,
in the next 5 years, they open the road.
They open the road.
They don't
like,
do about
when you can think like Charlie,
next 5 years now.
But you see, if you have that vision, say, in the next 20 years, I believe or trust that the way Uncle Foba Afrochella people can come more, especially when you belong to even a government that believes in this beyond
tourism,
whatever. Like tourism, you should be like your eye for such things should be big. Say, no, 1,000. Charlie, don't you think a time will come where Bernard Boy would want to fly to Ghana and come and host his concert here when he's doing African tour?
Yeah, but there are so many people who say they don't want to go to Kumasi because there is no venue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if there are venues, they will scout. They will search on the internet.
Movie premieres.
This one is
this
one is that. And some of these people, they come with forming like international audiences. It's not just the target is not just limited to Ghanaian audience. It comes with international audience. People who want to, and SRT beyond the return one. Haven't we been talking about the number of foreign? Even last December, I felt like there are more foreigners in the country than Ghanaians.
Yeah.
So if we are able to project Ghana like that, then our visions and mind and ideas for some of these policies and some of this infrastructure, it should be big. It should open. Because by now we are talking about like, hey, now you took a year, then you artist are going to make O2 and one you do come. Ultimately, Madison Square and I do come. And you are still using National Theatre
as a standard.
As a standard. Say we to me Filentina. I'm motivated to build 1,000 capacity. No. This is honorable at the beg. This one if I find a way to do another PR about this interview you had. It is not a good thing. It doesn't paint a very positive image about one, the government you belong to.
Okay.
In terms of policies and like making
visions,
ideas, bringing up ideas, the visions that they have and all of that. It doesn't speak well of them. Because I had to say, now let's consider some of the things that is happening today and happened yesterday and not really sit down to say, so no, Charlie, by the year 2028, and I say, we can't be sitting on this chair.
Yeah.
Or we can't be having, Bena only. There should be more. Like that is how every yes. That's how we should be thinking. Like Charlie, you see I don't know because the who told you say it is going to be Stonebwoy and Sarkodie all the time? One year, say
right.
December way and Shatta Wale take that
stadium,
FLA stadium. Another person artist will come and it will shock you. 1,000 capacity, no stampede basic and it will bring a lot of casualties and other things. And I don't know say if that is what we want. We don't want that. So we should open our eyes and minds when we have the chance or the opportunity to work with leaders and make some of these suggestions rather than, you know, say that, oh, because the thing is today, this is what is happening, you know, the band say crap and yes. So 4 years vision new. 4 years, because Ojidi said by 4 years time,
by next year,
by 4 years time, our artists, it will still be the same crop of artists.
Stonebwoy and Sarkodie.
They will still be there. Black Sherrif, they will still come in the moon. But if you are thinking about 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you think big.
Okay, Ro, add your bit to it and let's look at the final story. Time is running out.
That's I mean, this kind of conversation, what he said, there's no lie in it. In fact, most of our artists can't fill the National Theatre. You've been calling them out all the time. There's no lie. But they are all using this particular statement to defend, you know. That is where the distortion is. Because if you want to, based on the fact that most artists cannot fill the National Theatre, so you would want to build a smaller capacity, then there is no need building a National Cathedral.
Yeah, solid point.
Hey, but you are with that father though.
Oh, there is no need building.
Yeah, church is bigger than that cathedral.
Because go and see the whole edifice, a church, a private church like the
Action Chapel.
No, it's not Action Chapel. That he was Mills.
The one at Spentex?
The one at Ibri.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The one at Ibri.
Yeah.
From the gate to even inside Kralim Pono.
It's true. I've seen that.
I've
seen that. The
land, Anakazo Center.
Yeah.
The land named Krampo. Crazy. Come to talk of the whole edifice, the whole structure.
It be true. From the main gate to even the building.
Oh yes.
The space you cover. That's as in the Omugio. If it's 100 acres. Yeah.
A whole city. Then the National Cathedral, let's stop building it because it will be useless. If that is the analogy we want to use, then let's stop. Because now there's even a certain standard for churches and the private ones are building. So the National Cathedral, they are 7 years. You understand? Because, that's what I mean. If indeed we have a vision, now, when we started beyond the return, year of return, we are calculating our monies. When they came, we were able to do $1.5 billion. Now we've been able to do $3.something billion. And out of that, we are thinking of adding more activities, more structures, and more stuff to make sure we go up and up. And we want to build from 1,008 to 1,005. We want to build 1,000. Hey, now one step forward, 2 steps back. No, if we have the National Theatre, that is even in the capital. That is not even up to 2,000. And we want to expand. We want to grow. And we want to build 1,000. Are we going forward or coming back? Like, what do you want to say? You see?
Yeah. It looks like we are retrogressing.
Of course. And it saddens my heart because it is about the value or the picture, the value picture we paint to our leaders. Because I don't know how much premium or value they put on us as an industry. Yes. Because I believe because of say some huge value be, which is why I believe they are. Me feel said they are just building this because in recent times most creative people are crying. Oh, you promise you are going to make theater. You promise you are going to do this. And yes, it has been mom. That is what I feel. But Senkomun himself, oh, see O2 Arena, no? The person who or the people who built the O2 Arena did not build it because they felt say London artists be failure. They did not build it because they feel, oh, we have artists in London who can fill or who need a 50,000 or 20,000 capacity auditorium. That is why they built it. Yet,
they saw the need.
Let's check even the number of African artists who trip to the O2 Arena year in, year out to play gigs there. Me, one of the reasons why I wanted Shatta Wale and Medikal to try and fill the stadium 360 is out of the same vision for the O2 Arena. You know why? Because at the end of the day, most of these shows, outside shows, come to Ghana whenever they want to host it. There is no better, and I am saying this in quotes, like auditorium or space for them. So they tend to use either the Independence Square or certain places, and they create stuff like a space themselves. But if Shatta Wale and Medikal are 40,000 at the stadium, another artist also feels okay, I can also do 40,000. Do you think when they come they will go to the Independence Square? No. Let's be visionary. Like if in say Reagan kind, for him to come and say this, the certain is that, you know, if say Banon conform be Kasapo in this administration, it's him who
yeah, but he represents us
exactly. And what is discussed indoors is what he even comes out to say it, and we know most of the things will be sieved. It is a deceiving impo and a basaya. But I mean, we need to be worried and know how to charge our leaders.
We need to think our future.
Of course. And this say you see 1992, 30 years down the line. Na ye be see 1,000. Then I am doing say another 30 years I'm trying to be see 500.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's look at a very last story, and the last story is about something that has been happening online, I think ever since this morning or maybe yesterday, because according to what we have seen, a TV report that discussed some tweets from an account on Twitter believed to be Medikal has goofed. How am I doing this? There are some 3 people captured in a television conversation or a television discussion. And in the discussion they were doing, they were actually discussing a supposed tweet or tweet that had come from an account on Twitter with the name Medikal. Interestingly, they actually felt really and truly the account was the Medikal musician who was tweeting. But unfortunately, it has come out to be a fake account. It has come out to be someone who is impersonating Medikal. And in the discussion, they did not spare Medikal too. They were giving it to him woto, including some comments that had Shatta Wale in there. Now, when the thing came out, both Medikal and Shatta Wale have been mad about it. They are not too happy. Why a respected media platform like City TV would sit and discuss a tweet which is fake in their name. First, Richie, maybe we can watch the video. We can watch the video from City TV. Let's watch it briefly, and I'll come back to read some of the tweets that has come from our people, Medikal and Shatta Wale, who are obviously not enthused about what City TV did to them. Watch this. I'll be back.
I mean, like they like to call themselves, they were jailed or they were arrested together, you know. So they've had a lot of things going together for them. And then, you know, a lot of people were saying like, you know, the feud between Shatta Wale and Burna Boy over some time that, you know, like, hey, you shouldn't come to Nigeria, blah, 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 and everything. And right now, a lot of people are giving a lot of accolades to Burna Boy that, you know, he has done so well for himself. Like, he's doing very well for himself. He's a big man, blah, 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 and everything. Medikal seems not to agree, and he says that Shatta Wale is the one that paved the way for Burna Boy. But we should put some respect on Shatta Wale's name.
Okay.
So, you know, it's in a tweet. So let's check out the tweet.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, let's just read the tweet because it's very interesting. So there you have it. It says, truth be told, it's time to give respect. Shatta Wale paved Burna Boy's path to success. They not just paved the way, the path to success. But some folks are
Is that Burna in the background?
Yes.
Yeah. The photo?
Yes.
Okay.
Some folks are too proud to accept. Let's give credit where it's due and show some respect. Without Shatta, Burna may not have had his big break. So apparently that's the shoot for Hosanna. So Hosanna, the one that Shatta Wale featured Burna Boy. That was them on set. And then you can have like Shatta Wale, Jupiter on the side, and then Burna Boy in the background somewhere. And a lot of people seems not to agree, myself included, because...
Why don't you agree?
Okay, if you pave the way for him, Hosanna was released of 6 years ago. 6 years down the line, what's the storyline now?
No, so what I even want to find out is, what does Medikal want us to do?
Yeah.
We should respect Shatta Wale.
Okay.
No, but how?
Then,
no, I don't know what he wants us to do. So what? Everybody should go and get up and go and greet him.
Yeah.
Like, what exactly do you want to do? Because I think Shatta is well respected in
Yeah.
our space. So what should we do?
see,
I don't know if...
From my
Yeah.
echo, this sort of brings to mind when you make a fuss and say, because John the Baptist paved the way for Christ, so we should be mentioning John the Baptist's name. What are you talking about?
And it's high time we stop priding ourselves with this whole thing.
Yeah.
I did this for this person, I did this for this person. Like,
Yeah.
you also work hard, because we like to rub ourselves against like the success of someone. Like,
And it's
oh,
like-
this person is successful, I give him the
And it's
opportunity.
like because we haven't hit certain heights, and so it's like we feel the need to identify and say, before he got there, I knew him.
For me, we've been in this country
Yeah.
where we've had huge music reality shows. People have won. They could not do anything with that
it.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, somebody made sure that you had a voice coach. Somebody made sure that you visit a studio. Somebody made sure that I put you on TV for like 3 months. You do all that. They finished. They took their money. They went home. They went to sleep. Today they're not musicians.
Yeah.
So
people were
really,
evicted and they are now big stars.
Yeah.
do you know what I'm coming
that
from?
also, yes.
Somebody has to bring somebody. Somebody has to connect. Somebody has to help somebody.
Yeah.
But it's not just it. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking that. Yeah, okay, we acknowledge that. So, do you understand?
Yeah.
Look, High Grade was there. Look at Stoneboy today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at Kofi Kenata today.
Yeah.
Should we every day get up and go and greet
Sammy,
Sammy,
Obasu.
DC that, chairman, you...
Honorable.
Yo, my guy.
And you see, the funny part of this whole thing is, I can bet my bottom dollar that both of you don't even remember the song that Shatta Wale featured Burna Boy on. Let me rock your memory. So let's check out this short video. So
Okay,
it will bring us back some memories.
Let's do it.
Well, so you saw the discussion there. We are wrapping up though, briefly on this. So let's see some of the tweets that have come from the people and they are not happy about this. So another one here says, some of you all wake up in the morning, put up some cheap...
The original account.
I beg you. No, the original account is what is talking now. But the guy has used everything as the original account. Everything. The name, how it is written, the DP,
The only
everything.
The only difference is the username.
But I said, no, I'm not from telling who's sad.
Yes.
We are ordinary top now. It's Sunday what dealing down. So some of you wake up in the morning, put on some cheap clothes and spread some BS on national television without doing any research. No form or level of professionalism exhibited here. When and where did I say this? My question is, Who they employed these people? Shaking my dick. That is what MDK tweeted. In fact, Shatta too did not sleep on this. Thanks to VGMA who started this whole thing. Some fake account tweet something. You people wear your borrowed clothes. Go day online they discuss. Is this country serious at all? Hey, this our Ghana media and foolishness in Kwan. Mr. Sammy, I respect you a lot, but if you make people like this sit on your TV to discuss nonsense issues like this, then I beg, tell them I am coming to also show them nonsense. Is this stupidity or what? How can you guys discuss a fake account topic on TV? 3 foolish dogs. F you all. And it comes again, he says, your jeans front like Ichi, I'm sure I said it is front, you know. And the guy, Shatta, Wale is a problem. Your jeans front like silver shine. And then your haircut like shine box. And then see the guy sitting in the middle. See the guy sitting in the middle. His shirt like area thief. His shirt like area thief. Those 3 people on TV talking like a treadle. It be foolishity of ignorance or what? And they'll call it content. True. Animals. Yeah. No. But who do we blame in this? Let me. What's this? I got that 3 hours. Who do we blame in this? Like, who do we blame in this?
Oh, straight away it's just production.
Production?
Yeah, you blame production for it because production will give.
Why are we not blaming the person who did that? The imposter. Why are we not blaming the imposter?
You see, brothers, we can always talk about some of these things and condemn it, but truth is we can't take it away entirely from our space. It will take time for people to reason and say, okay, I won't wake up and buy it and go and do some of these things. So dealing with the imposters on social media, it will be very difficult. What we can do now is to be very, very, fact-checking people, like have a way to always make sure that you are checking and say, this is the accurate fact, this is the thing, this is where the source is true, everything about whatever details or information we want to discuss is nothing but facts. Especially now that Elon Musk is also doing business on his platform and saying that blue tick went to on my wall. This is the time that production we need to take it upon ourselves and say now you have to go detail that first. Me, I am happy about Elon Musk taking away the blue tick for one reason. Okay. And this is the reason why I am happy. Okay. I think it made a lot of our people, especially some of our media people, very lazy. Who is the first now I hear newspaper? Even on radio, and I say, baby, crowd, also afraid the subject in a
confirmation.
What can I say?
It's true. No, you're right.
But today, the moment the tweet come, bam, near a fire headline. Screenshot it. No, nothing. No research. Be account. About the bloggers, no more trust us to put the airtime.
No, you're right.
Airtime. Short headline. Why? 2 lines, not the screenshot now, but
not the snake flow. And
me, it is one of the reasons why I am a day. Now, what it means is that if you're a producer of a show of this caliber, I mean, their show is not a joke show. This show, it is not a joke show.
Oh, so it was on their main breakfast show?
Yes, it's not a joke show. Like, this is one of the respected showbiz shows in our space. When Kwame Dazi and all those people were on this platform, like this is one of the shows that while ultimately say Charlie, Nkofone to Omobo say ye Juma e kan yama clean. yeah, say some of these things will happen on to such a
platform. Yeah.
Some men say you'll be like me. I know that man to be very disciplined,
meticulous. Yeah.
You understand? And some of these things, I know definitely by now that the boy is in hot waters. Like
the boy there. Personally, I've been thinking about him. Yeah.
So I know some of them will even
because he's exposed all of them.
If they don't go on suspension, I will be very surprised. I'll be very disappointed as some men too, because he is somebody. Even normal story crapper who throw a mistake or online car, he can suspend you. So I know he's going to take drastic actions against the production and the guy. I don't know if the guy is also part of the production or he is just a co-host of.
No, from the way it is, he brings the story.
Yes, he's part of production. Then he is in a deep water. Yeah. Deep one. I mean, you can't be doing this on CTT. Like right now, if we want to point out credible sources. It is City TV, City platforms are one of our credible platforms. So these things shouldn't be coming from, any of the platforms from City TV. At least one more tweet now, and I think your Twitter agenda boy. That is how we do. Yeah, but no. Say only said to today, if you've passed through that process. Of being a writer where you have to submit your story to an editor and sometimes they will even discard your story and say
it's not a good story that will be published. Yeah,
you will not do some of these things.
It's true.
In fact, say you are doing better now. One answer okay. He's just one of Twitter agenda boys now. They grew up like that. They became loud. Yes, he has been to school. Onimatro, Onimkasa, he can communicate properly. And man, it has landed him that opportunity. It has landed him that up. And you see the kind of what he is producing on TV. And look at the way, how confident he is. And the way he's even feeding Freeman and the other guy. Like, Charlie, but let me bust your brain.
Yeah, man.
Charlie, it is so sad. I mean, we should be very, very careful. It can happen to every journalist or any broadcaster. I mean, once in a while, some of these things, it can happen. But Charlie, this one clearly, Utimu said that you can avoid it. Yeah, where you can't defend it in any way. You can't defend this thing in any way. Even at least I can't that crap on Johnson and Sienna. Mitchell Medical, Santa. Look at Medical's reaction. Would Medical just wake up and tweet this something like that? Ask yourself questions.
But this tweet,
you know, there are other tweets as well where someone the same account tweeted that Rich, I don't know if you have it. The one that it was insulting Stoneboy. Yeah, if you have it, you can display it. Then I can read it as well. So on that same account, it was seen insulting Stoneboy for coming after Shatta Wale's dance hawking title.
And what?
And once again, some people are going to town with it.
Oh yeah.
Brasam, you see the whole discussion. I was sitting here asking myself, so what were they trying to achieve? Like, they were trying to say, even if the account was a verified account,
yes,
and Medikal is calling for people to put some respect on Shatta Wale.
It was wrong.
Like, it was wrong for him.
Yes, I like that angle too. They were condemning that. They were condemning that call.
Like, what is that? Like, for what?
They were condemning that call.
You already respect. Yes, I heard Freeman saying that already they respect the almost sorry and no, there are some people. Maybe I want to respect him, but there are people also who also don't regard him for some of these things. And see, if somebody draws somebody's attention,
so there is it. And see, it is getting views too. It says Stoneboy says something mean about Shatta Wale, but we all know Shatta Wale is the king of dancehall in Africa. His baller tracks on the fifth dimension couldn't fetch him the attention he needed, so he's trying to use the king's name for clout. It won't work. Once again, people have also shed.
And you know,
you see the
I saw.
So Medical's username, that is the one with the art, is the same thing as the MDK one. You understand? Like the projected one. But this one has the AMG Medical MDK, but the username is the only difference. And if you don't take care, you might even mistake the capital I never last end honor
for L.
For L.
So I think that
but why are we also not blaming these guys, those who are doing this?
You can blame them. Oh. To what extent are you blaming the going? What do you like? We should say I think some of these people, what motivates them is when you talk about them.
Especially like what is happening.
Oh,
I'm sure by now
we're winning any day. The reason why when I see the likes of Bongo Ideas and those people, I will not screenshot their post and tweet it or post it anywhere for discussions. Is this? I was there in the midst of university students, boys, and with their phones, and the only agenda is that they want to tweet at celebrities for them to respond to them. So now respond now. Or celebrities said those days are blasters echo jubilate or that is the satisfaction. I was there. Meanwhile, one guy I know, I don't want to mention I'm only targeting a Sarkodie. The day he had a response from Sarkodie, he was so excited. Like if we are still like we drew and boys were motivation now.
Gender boys.
The thing is, they are doing it for one, the media to respond and discuss some of these things, and then they show moon crying for the subjects or more victims, to also be emotional and react to it. So until some reaction never stop, media never stop it. Ordinary Ghanaians will stop posting their screenshot and that. They will never stop. They will never.
Alas, quick one. Our time is running out.
Yeah, starting from the top. On my list, I have a couple of people I wish I could be able to finish on. The first I want to draw attention on is the artists themselves. They need to, if it is Brian Lomas said to 20 Ghana, Nanya Blue Ticket, and have other things and have other statements. For this, Medikal shouldn't go alone, just tweet and insult these people. It should come back with a proper small piece, a one-pager piece, indicating his original account and the differences. That is what I know as PR. If you're a PR manager or you're an artist manager of this caliber, these are things that you need to draw attention. This is my account. This is my original. Identify the difference. Like the way people, Bank of Ghana will take the pain to show you the difference between fake Ghana cedis and original Ghana cedis, and every Ghanaian is able to identify. So even if you are the manager of Wendishe, you don't want to pay for blue tick, you can do that piece alone and post it and tell anybody that fall victim it is at their own risk. Other condition will be taken on those who fall risk, and if it's business, if you fall risk, it is at your own peril. What disclaimer and will be so when these journalists type, they will retype again and recheck again. Do you get me? Then the second people I want to pay attention to, because now we are in the cyber world, so the cyber security of all our intelligence supposed to be work. Our police, our national security, and so forth need to be working, so that some of these things which are defamatory. Look, these are the things that this one is doing with you. You see the way they pick this account. Another person would have been either doing a business with this account and had sent Medikal's money to him. If out of 100 people, 50 people send your money to this guy and you don't come for performance, you don't show up and so forth, who is losing business? Is it not you, Medikal? And who is committing crime? This guy. And the police need to fish out the criminals. So fake account like this, you complain, the police take it up, they fish who? Now there should be gadgets to even fix where you tweet from, how you tweet from, and yes. So why are we not putting?
If they want to chase you,
then they should be wanting to chase people now.
Yes, no. If they want to, if it becomes necessary that they chase you, now they will chase you. Now those things, it's not hard for them to do.
So they need to start chasing it. Medikal should make it up. It shouldn't just write this thing. Sincerely.
But should this also caution our people, like Dana Regan said earlier, to start getting the blue ticks?
Yes. Before this should caution you. Because when you tell me as an artist you don't need a blue tick, then I say you don't understand the concept of the blue tick in the first place. Initially, you all were using it for fans. Now my friend, that's my style. Take a blue tick me, now I blue tick you. But why are you blue ticking? Do you get it?
The giver has lost.
Do you get me? So you need to understand the mindset of the blue tick. It's called verification.
Yes.
To show that you are the authentic, the genuine one. And all businesses should be direct towards you. That is why the guy is taking it from you. So when you know that you are in business, you go by it. That's why when I saw Shatta Wale, I said the guy is a business guy. He doesn't want anybody to create any Shatta Wale like this. Then the third category of people, journalists. We in media, those days when I was doing journalist, I went to a school called Gabriel Dazi. It was at McCarthy Junction. Before later when I check on the school, we moved from McCarthy Junction to Odoko Fisher Town. The guy that trained us is Nana something. He worked with Dodge Vera.
Dodge Vera, yeah.
Me call radio Suda, me call TV user because I was not good. Like in reading, I was not fine boy. But the thing I know how to do is called the back end. That's why I say that guy was one of the people who trained me to be a plug. Nobody that before you speak on that school's radio, but before you speak, there's a guy called the production manager and the radio manager. Do you know who is the radio manager? I'm the guy, and I report to the CEO. Do you know that when somebody do mistake and I'm even asleep, I'm the one they blame for a DJ playing on say class to class radio and they make wrong selection. Your tempo, tempo. If you make mistake on tempo, they blame radio station manager. And I said, there was a day I told you, radio look, come here, like we're not playing to anybody.
No, that's training. Of
then
course.
He told me, is
someone who has been trained by Dutch Vela there.
So when you know this, that's why I say for you the idea kitten say the beat your more intelligence. So when you know this, you know that every little information. Do you know who I was disappointed in when the whole thing was played? The lady here. Because yes, I was expecting that when you do production, before every iota thing come for all of us to discuss, even on this platform, authentic, very source, verified source, need studio kakraka, condition. We get information ahead, we read ahead. We check. There are programs that topic you give that we need to call the artist. Charlie Mikwa on your behalf. Those who are doing it. Will Freema find difficult to get the contact of Medikal? If Freema find it difficult to get the contact of Medikal, will Freema find it difficult to identify the original mail of Twitter handle of Medikal? To just verify, read from there, understand the posts under. I say nowadays we are journalists, don't just take the headline. Read. Sometimes the artists come to give feedback underneath even whatever they've like thread. So you need to read there and understand. So when you are analyzing, because the feedback she was giving, I know very well. I'm very well informed that she's a media and an entertainment person. She has managed an artist before. So she needs to understand the psychology of the artist. Into utihoa. Into na minko for see. Inka na gina rami. Kasa adamwan kachiki. Do you get it? When you kagina shi yenden ka de kanka kafadi. Kai very careful.
Oh boy.
Say amena. Emo obia. Tunu very consciously. In such a way say say push here by mistake. Utomo over to me ide. Or no bini.
All right.
That's so they need to be. Then the last one, I don't know, like the way Sammy Flex for CCTV to protect its image, its whatever. They're supposed to be sanctioned for some people, so that next time when even the young man is in a rush, who brings it? Kweku David, who is once a radio manager, a producer, and a long-time TV presenter and radio presenter, will take his time to ask that everybody that is coming need to listen to them, read the content.
Okay. Our time is up. So please make it very snappy for me. It's 5:35.
Let me use my own. My patcho, you are the only one in this room who has a verified Twitter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Elon Musk knows me, so he reduced it.
Even at the time that everybody's phone was taken,
he reduced how much?
He reduced it to 20.
So please, I want you to give a little education here. what are the requirements when you are applying for the blue tick?
Oh, in fact, there is no special requirement. Now, dear, the bigger requirement is your ATM card.
Okay.
Now, the bigger requirement is your
the
ATM.
information you are going to submit about you, as in your full name, or
any
form of identification.
Of course, anything that is about you, your phone number, your full name, and that's it.
No form of ID card or identification.
No. Me, they didn't ask of any of these.
So the
things.
imposter can also submit the same and you get the blue tick.
No, you can't submit. You are not medical.
No, so the imposter medical can he submit a phone number and a name and have a visa card
particular
and
account will be verified.
Give him blue tick.
It won't be verified as medical if medical has done it. That is why medical as the star should do it first. If medical has done
it's
it,
just like registering for domain names.
Exactly.
So this one, Brasame, yes.
But they also do a research. So even though I put in my details, it took about a week.
Yes, even Shatta's went to the same.
Yes, it took about a week before they brought the blue tick. So it means that they were doing research on you. So if you go and fake you are medical, they will find out.
Okay. They will call the number you gave.
Not even calling, they will find out. So many ways to find out. So many things to find out.
Because that's my own is that you see we can blame the people who would goof or who would not do their research any day, anytime. But I believe that sometimes, like Abbas said, let's take some of these PR seriously. Yes, the insults there, you are angry, you come and insult them, their shirts is borrowed shirts, 2 CD, their jeans like silver jeans and all that. But Abbas, let's also take the pain to also educate our people, even if we don't want this verification. The reason why I was asking you those questions was because, okay, if any parody account can just come and just get verified because they have an ATM card or a Visa card, then it is also another danger to us as people. Okay. But
you can do it as you. You cannot do it as another star.
As another person. That is it. So either way, these are just we've already discussed this particular topic already. And we've highlighted the dangers of people. I told you that whoever decides not to pay attention to some of these things will have themselves to blame at a point. And with Medical's own, I am here in 2 ways. It pains me in 2 ways, on the side of the media house that goofed and also on the side of Medical. You know, Medical came, this is not his account. The account Medical has been using.
The original account,
Yes. The one that was taken off had a different spelling. And Medical coming back on Twitter, I tell you, so many people don't know Medical's real account. So many people don't know. Many people don't know. And at a point where even some people's spelling is similar to you know, I just checked on Twitter and there's one that has just been created
for Medical as well.
And it is the same, the same banner picture, the same profile picture. What Medical has pinned on his profile, that person has also pinned the same that same how do you call it, post.
How do I identify it?
And the only difference between Medical's account and that fake account is that, you see, unlike this one, it is only the last, how do you call it, alphabet that gives the account away.
Okay.
But this one, the person has removed it and brought to the middle.
Wow.
And has, in fact, Medical's username on it is almost the same thing as the guy. It's almost the same.
Then I think Twitter too has some responsibility or a job to do, because
that's why Nana,
you
because
can't use the same username with the same.
No, it is not the same. It is not the same. There are some changes.
It is not the same spelling.
There are some changes.
So then the changes will differentiate between the original one and
AMJ Medical. MDK. You see here. You see where you see the I in there, the capital I in there.
Difficult to identify.
And it has 37 followers. Look at this is Medical's real account. This is Medical's real account. You see where the L is. So it will be very difficult for some people.
Nana, all that. You want to cross check you.
All that, Nana. All that, Nana. I suggest Medical does to rush together.
Because if we want to use the fact that Medical
there are some people. Because they've not gotten the blue tick. I know they are not even tweeting.
Yes. Do you know in our space, there are a lot of time when Elon Musk hasn't come out to say he's taking blue ticks away. People were still committing some of these errors.
Oh, I know, but you see, it is true. People will do it. But I see, like a platform like City TV, if Medikal had a blue tick, they wouldn't have gone this far. So that one will be able to beat some people who don't know.
Of course.
But those who really know.
And me, I feel sad for the media house. This is a lesson to everybody in the space.
Okay, before we close, let me say, let me extend our appreciation to Jackie Boateng. So I think some 2 days ago, I said that we would want to add up our numbers to the VGMAs, and that if any of our viewers, if any of our friends, if any of our family members who have been watching this show can support us to increase our pundits who will be going, because I know they will be giving us 2 as Sammy Flex TV. At least they have respected us. Some of the media has got to give them just 1. Sammy Flex TV, they will prefer to give us some 2 to come and witness, but our pundits, our numbers are beyond 2. So I appealed to some people to just come and support us, get extra pundits in there. Jackie Boateng has seen the need to do that for me, so he just sent some 1,000 Ghana cedis for us to add some 2 people to it. So Roland, right after here, ask where you can get a ticket, because I know VGMA ticket crowd. It is not easy to get. So let's rush now and get a ticket so we can add up 2 of our pundits so we can all go see it. Then when we come back and we are doing our analysis, everybody will be doing it from a proper point of view. So once again, Jackie Boateng, thank you so much. I still think that we have some more guys at the back, and anybody who want to go and experience it. So Sister Jackie,
me and Coach Kole greet you.
Sister Jackie, once again, we appreciate you. Thank you, Nana Reagan. Thank you, Abbas. Thank you, Roland Amate. Thank you, Digital Rasta Currency on camera. Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. And thanks for watching. We want to read your comments, so feel free and share your comments with us. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you in our next video. We're out of here.